What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm back with my favorite thing to review for the week. It is Digimon Beatbreak, episode 22. The title of this episode is Defiance. Before I go any further, please don't defy the odds. I need you guys to click that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews like this. Share the video, and go ahead and visit that Patreon and donate right there in the description below. So we took a week off. I always miss this. This makes me want to go back and rewatch Tamers. And the only thing about Tamers that I dislike is the Jerry parts. I get it. She got heartbroken about Leomon after knowing him for all of a week. So I get it. We're supposed to be oh, they're little kids, and this is how kids would respond. And I get it. I do. Even as a kid, I was like, Well, no, as a kid, I was watching, I was like, this shit is crazy. But getting older, I'm like, I guess I understand. But no, this makes me want to rewatch that. Although I can easily rewatch Digimon Frontier, because Digimon Frontier makes a little bit more sense with the evil forces, but I digress. This, I already mentioned, this gives Tamer vibes because of humans. Is it Data Squad? That's what we call it. That's what we call it in English. I always forget the name of it. Just Digimon Next was the manga, right? Was it Digimon Savers? It was Savers, wasn't it? Data Squad Savers, but this gives that feeling too, especially with the governments and all that. So, man, I miss when the show was not on. As soon as the theme song comes on, I'm right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Love it. So, let's talk about several things here. Klay and Tactics are being hunted. There's a bounty on them. What's that punk name? Naito is going to catch up with Klay because they're going to gather all the tactics. At the end of this episode, we see Klay on a desert, like a desert island. Looks like he was going to an island, but he's on a desert. Just putting that out there now because I'm probably going to forget because this episode was damn good. We find our heroes at a house. Whose house? Probably not Swerve's house, but they're at a home where you got Ludamon with, again, it looks so weird seeing Ludamon without the hat. I learned this trick from the last review I did, without the hat, but he's sleeping, Granit sleeping, and you got both Geckomon and Tomura sleeping because they're all worn out. They're all worn out. So after they rest, we gotta move out. So Naito, we got some plots here. Naito being a bitch. Hotaruko, I'm gonna get it. Hotaruko is in a dilemma, and then we have Honoka, the water, the 5-star of water, is hunting tactics. So we're gonna talk about part 2. Part number 2. Well, she's given an order by Naito to eliminate the traitor, kill him. And when she goes in, you got Shokomon is like, you sure you want to do this? And she's like, yeah, go ahead and do it. About to drown him. I was like, no, stop it. Can't do it. She can't bring herself to kill him. And I like that Cougarmon heard her come in at the top and just stood up and looked. And Kyo and everybody like, what's going on, Cougarmon? He's like, nah. And he's just like, straight up, nah. So Cougarmon, did you have faith that she wouldn't do it? Because that's insane, bro. You know what? In my zealousness to get to reviewing this, there was one new Digimon, and I actually own the trading card to this monster, and I bought one box of Digimon. I think it was... What set was it? It was a set that had all the Greymons on the front. I think it was set 3? Set 3 or 5. And I was just looking through. I have nobody to play with, by the way. And I was looking through and I went, oh, I own this card of this weird Digimon that came out when they re-brought out the pendulums. And it's Marine Chimeramon. That is Honoka's partner. Another ultimate. Ignore the beeping if you guys can hear it. I think that's the timer for the for the lights. We're gonna talk about this thing real quick. Looks way better in motion. It is another kind of Chimeramon. I'm waiting on Air Chimeramon now. The head, I think, is of Coelacanthmon. That's Ikakumon fur. Octomon's horns. Ebidramon, Lobstermon's arms. Seadramon's lower body and tail. Marine Devimon, I think. The little marine guys with the javelins that were in that Cthulhu episode in season 2. Gessomon's octopi thing. Colamon's feet again. Oh yeah, there's some Dolphinmon in there. Yeah, some Dolphinmon in there. Okay. I basically got everything right but Dolphinmon. What's the Dolphinmon part? Also Ebijamon's little tentacles. That's what that... Yeah, that's not tentacle. Ebijamon. Octomon's little tentacles at the end there. I'm having a hard time pulling up that Digimon file for Marine Chimeramon. That's a little bit disheartening because I want to talk about them a little bit. But forget it, we're going to do this live. So, because she's a 5-star, she is insanely powerful. Yes. Reason why I said in my notes that Naito's being a bitch, because he wants Hotaruko to eliminate the homeboy, Granit, aka Luca. And then when she couldn't do it, and I like that everyone comes out because Naito is there, and Kyo, just the side eye, he looks like, okay, so she was in there. I ain't even worried about it. I love the fact that boop, this might pop up. I love the fact that dude's like, yeah, I want it. Like, he's petty. I hate the fact that he's petty. I say I love it, but I don't love it. And when Honoka shows up, tells her, hey, beat her or die trying. At least do that. Brings Kyo to the sand mirror world where obviously his Digimon is going to have the advantage. Wow, I can't pull up the file for it. Something's going on with the site. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, if I can't pull it up, I'll just do it next week. Anywho, he wants to prove that he is the only perfect one that Klay Sama needs, which is just, man, I'm glad Raito did not turn into you, or probably won't turn into you, because that is sad. Hotaruko, Tilon getting his ass whooped by this Digimon. On top of that, Batmanmon shows up to help her getting his ass whooped because both Reina and Pristimon are going to take Ludamon and Granit and Tomoro and Gekkomon away because they can't be doing fighting. And in this episode, we get Makoto finally talking Hotaruko through all this, but we also get her backstory finally. So first of all, because I made you guys sit through that whole me trying to pull the thing up live and it didn't come up live. It doesn't matter. That's the Water Star lady. I'm telling you, as soon as I'm able to do some editing here, it's gonna be great. I wrote down a bunch of names for moves, especially Murasame-mon. Dude, the Junozan, which I'm pretty sure translated is Beast Cut. Junozan Suki Kishigure. He has Earthquake. Like, literally, Gigasmon can do Earthquake. That battle was... Their fighting was good, and it was weird that they were almost on even footing. It always feels like Kyo is buying time for the kids to figure out what they need to do. Hold on. I need to go into this backstory. So, here's her backstory. In the middle of all this, after Batmanmon's Batarang got broken, Tilamon's going like, I don't need your help. Shut up, you do. You're getting your ass whooped. They do get their ass whooped. Like, even when they I don't know whose house this is, but tricked Marine Chimeramon to go in to literally bring the house down. And Honoka's going, oh, you're weak, so you have to use cheap tactics. That's so boring. And she's, again, they're strong. So we get a flashback of her studying during recess, and she's like, I never stopped running. Her family being poor led to constant ridicule, which is crazy because then you start being an asshole to Makoto because you're like, oh, you have everything handed to you. You're spoiled. How do you know he's spoiled? You don't know he's spoiled when he wants to help his friends and get helped by them, but also help them. You're dumb. Shut up. She studied as hard as she could to shut them up. That doesn't work that way, sweetheart. They're going to make fun of you regardless because people are assholes that didn't teach their kids to be assholes. And we see her get older and older. So I thought she was like supposed to be like 19 or something. But she becomes a researcher. I find this to be like the territory of a 20-year-old character, especially when Naito's supposed to be 21 and she's supposed to be younger than him. This doesn't give like 17-year-old unless they overwork to death in Japan. So I don't know. Maybe you can be a researcher at the age of like 17, 18, 19. I don't know. I got to look her stuff up later. But again, we get this family member who may be a brother, who may be her father when he was younger. But with the incense there, I'm sorry. Oh, you can't see the incense, but there's incense there. And her mom, her mom was proud of her, told her she doesn't need to send money. The store can get by with regulars paying stuff. She just wants her to be happy. She ain't trying to hear that. She ain't trying to hear that at all. She was at the World Union. Apparently she was barely sleeping. Her little Sapotama goes up like, hey, you need to get some sleep. Gotta get some sleep. She's like, shut up. That's when the error Digimon. But from that extreme feelings of, or extreme, it looks like she was in extreme. Let me see. If Luca was was about to die, and so that's a high emotion of wanting to survive. She is in a high emotion of needing to get through it, because even her coworkers are like, you need to sleep. No, that's enough sleep, because I guess it's like a study with the brain waves. I have no clue. We just know she sleeps in a pod with her egg, gets up. They're like, you need to rest. She doesn't rest. She's actually a researcher. That's me fake typing. And she looked tired too. And she couldn't continue college. The Klay Foundation took over her debts, and since then her life was in chaos. She was doing missions, and she's like, as long as I, keep going, and once she can repay her debts, she can be a researcher again. But my thing is, you told Raito they never plan on letting him join back. You do realize they never planned on releasing you from your debt, right? You ain't that smart. We see moments where she falls on her bed, and Shokomon talks about, we can weather the cold and the darkness, endure any storm, no matter how cold or dark. And she gets on Makoto about unable to make hard decisions with his friends. I mean, Makoto dresses like a little kid because he is a little kid. I just wish he got a wardrobe upgrade. I hated it. I rewatched the Virtual World arc, the filler arc in Yu-Gi-Oh! Really just finished it up the other day, rewatching it. And I hate characters that dress like that. I don't care if you're supposed to be a little kid. I think that's why I hated what Cody dressed like that before he went to the digital world. His digital world outfit was way better than whatever the hell he had. But I digress. And she's talking about she can be strong on her own. And I like the fact that Makoto saves her from getting killed from Marine Chimeramon. They're rolling. And he just yells at her. She's surprised. He's like, come on, let's get out of here. And she's like, I can't stand. What's the point of escaping? I can't win. He's like, why don't you just leave me? And he's like, why should I leave you? Even if we can't win individually, maybe we can win together. You have your family. You have your tactics friends. You have Shokomon. What's wrong with helping each other? And she's like, the tactics aren't like you. We're not a happy family. They never help. And then here comes, Tialdamon. I thought it was Tialudamon, but they said Tialdamon. But Tialdamon blocks what attacks this thing did? It did like a big ball Frieza style attack, and they became arrows. like an aqua cutter thing before. I forget the names. I got the picture. I got the picture here. It's too blue. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it defending her. And so Granit goes, she's like, why'd you come back? Granit's like, I don't know, but the thought of letting you die just made me sad. I don't want to do that. And then Armalizamon's here. Wolvermon is here. I know I'm going through this part by part, but this is a really good episode, right? And the MVP for me for this episode, and I don't know why none of them are paying attention to this. Honoka might be my favorite 5-star now. Outside of Kyo, but Kyo's not a 5-star anymore. She might be my favorite. Because when she sees Kyo, she goes, oh, you look boring. I don't know why Kaito-sama is like obsessed about you. She's watching them all talk about everything, right? And she's just like non-plus. Pink hair there. She's giving major stocking vibes from panty and stockings. And like, what's my guy called? Tomura goes, I don't like you, but if Makoto wants to protect you, I'm gonna help. And she starts sneezing. She's like, I'm allergic to your melodrama. I can't stand weaklings standing up for one another. It's gross. It's just Charlie Brown face, sneezing, hachu, literally. And I love, and I've said that several times, this face here. She's like, I'm bored. I'm leaving. She's just like, she says, she straight up goes, I'm going to make you all pay. I'm out of here. I'll get you for this. And Makoto's like, you think she let us go? She sat there and watched you all talk when she could have like easily just ended you all with her ultimate level Digimon that none of you can fight. And just sitting there like, I can see she has a little bit of Kaito and old Kyo in her, where she enjoys the fight. It reminds me of the old Tamers, man. I think that's what drew me to like Digimon V Tamer, by the way, where it's Tai, but he has Vidramon. Old Digimon and then Pokemon. I love the battles, and don't know what it is. Maybe it's also martial arts and all that other stuff, but she reminds me of like her and Kaito and old Kyo. Although new Kyo's kind of reminding me of myself, but old Kyo, where it's like, yeah, it's the battle, it's the thrill of the next fight. Let's see what's the fight keeps us alive. You learn about your opponents while you're fighting them, unless you're fighting to kill, which Kyo doesn't do anymore. And so this battle it's just over. Now, when we get back to the mirror world where Homeboy's trying to beat up Kyo and Murasamemon, she gets in there, smacks him, and calls him, she said, get lost, you piece of filth. Now, this is what makes me think she's older. She says, consider this, I hereby tender my resignation. And Kyo is talking that shit, boy. He says, you must be a bad leader if your team members are betraying you. And dude was ready to go off. He got the dark E-post, got the giant sand hand that's gonna come at them from Gekismon. And Kyo's like, he's like, you tried to hurt my family. You tried to hurt my family. Like he's Kyo Toretta or something. And then I accidentally caught these. This is Murasamemon's guys doing his big move. Sui Nozan Kokyu. Look at that. I love the black. When they do like individual animation cells for these type of things, that looks so good. That looks so good. And it was the aftermath. Like the slice came first. Murasamemon landed, and then the energy rain from the attack hit Gigasmon, which then, Gigasmon is now baby. It's now Punimon. And Homeboy basically abandons him. He's a swirl of sand, I guess, is carrying away, probably from Klay's giant Digimon. I forget the name of it. But who is it? Granit, Luca, and Hotaruko are both going to go find Raito, where Tomoro's like, take care of him. I'm like, why do you care about this dude now? He's an asshole. Unless he does a 360. It's like, I'm a genius, but I'm also a nice guy now, and I'm going to atone for all of the people I've hurt by being a defender. He better show up and say that. Tactics arc look like it's about to end though, because hold on. Kyo gives his kids a big old hug. They're all like, man, you tugging us too tight. It's cute. It's adorable. It's like, we're going to order some expensive meat tonight. Makoto's like, we got to save money. But he's like, nah. I already talked about the ending. The next episode, I guess they're going to finish off Klay. Like, it's called The Power to Take. We got all of the kids talking to Kyo, like, we're counting on you. Let's go. You're going to make a world where Digimon and humans can live together, right? And Murasame says, you're different from when you were a 5-star. You're right. Klay, I'm not going to lose to someone who gave up on dreaming. Yeah, the fights were really good. I had to yap about this episode because I missed it. But this was fun. This was real fun. And Honoka, first of all, Tialdemon, so glad I know how to say that name now, able to block that attack makes you wonder if Marine Chimeramon was actually trying. Also, I wonder if those who have the ultimates are able to go Mega. Oh yeah, before dude disappeared, Tomoro asked him if he used the Monkeymon to lure him into the Coliseum, and he said, we'll take care of that Digimon ourselves. So that should let you know, no, it's not. I don't know why he didn't say who it was. Maybe because that's just it's not really a plot hole. It's in character for him to be like, screw you, I'm not giving you information. But yeah. Oh, and Kyo did not know Honoka because they're all looking at her like, she's a 5-star. He's like, I don't know her, but she's not lying because she has the blue jewel. The jewel is how you know. So this episode's 5 out of 5, like instantly. I do another thing to pay attention when they were in that mirror world. It's like a green outline of them. So I like how we're denoting where the characters are between the natural world and then this mirror digital world. But great episode. It's good. We've come full circle with Tactics Team 7, aka the fake Naruto Team 7. Just wondering if all this is going to end with Klay losing. When of our team going to get their ultimate forms? Is it going to be an arc 3? Like, are we getting an evolution for each arc? Because what will be the arc after this? I know Chairman Wong had a plan, right? And I guess the plan's going to go through without Klay. Because Klay wants to take over. So, I predict next week it's going to be a really good fight between Klay and Kyo. Also, pretty messed up. Like, Naito abandoned Gigasmon. Literally, Gigasmon, he's like, he tells Gigasmon, you're not going to lose. Tactics does not accept failure. Bruh, Gigasmon, come over here. We could be partners. We can chop it up. We can take these folks down. I wonder if they're going to go look for Raito, are they going to make their own team? Why not just have them join Glowing Dawn? We got enough allies. We got those 3. We have, what's the other chick name? Hotaruko. Haruko. Makoto's friend. We got her. I'm still waiting on. He told me to get a Digimon. I want to see what Digimon Naito has after this, because we have established with the Mushroom Boys that as long as you touch a Sapotama again when you have some type of emotional feeling or some type of distress with your E-Pulse, you can make another Digimon if you have before. So maybe he'll come up with Golemon. I can see him having a Bancho Golemon, or just Golemon in its other pyramid forms, like the one that shows up in Liberators, Digimon Liberators, the manga. But let me know what you think. What you think of this episode? It's 5 out of 5 for me. I can't wait to see how this arc ends. Beat Break. I look forward to it every week. Let me know what you think. Comment section down below. Do not forget to like this video, share the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more reviews like this one. Please make sure you check out the Patreon and donate to it. I appreciate all of you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about Digimon. More Beat Break, please. Look, be good, be blessed. Drink some water, wash your hands, get some good rest, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk, and realize that you are not alone in this world. If you're feeling down, you're feeling out, and things are getting hard, reach out to someone, talk to someone. There are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow, so allow them to help you carry your burdens, all right? You want to talk to me? My social medias are in the description below. Give me a follow, say hello, be mellow, and we would definitely be good to go, all right? All right. Till next time, Digi people, I'll see you again. Yeah.